So good morning. Up till now, we understood Matlabs in terms of how do we create variables, what are the database, basically matrices, vectors, some commands. All these things we try to evaluate it on command prompt. Correct. But what happens? We use command prompt very rarely in Matlab. Instead of that one, Matlab is basically useful in writing the programs and evaluating simulations and solution of those set of equations. So let's consider, for example, you are working on a very big programs, and if you're going to evaluate or execute each and every sentence in a command prompt, so that command prompt or command will be available with you for that session only. So if you close Matlab, that session will go away. So it's of no use. Instead of that one, Matlab is a very good programming language where we can program our things, stores for later use. So when you work on big projects, you need to write various files, you need to solve various equations. So all these can be done by writing the programs in the script file. So MATLAB basically is a powerful programming language as well as interactive computational element. In MATLAB, we do programming using two things. One is M file script and another is M file functions. So what is script file? In a simple way, we can call it a script file and function file. Script files are the programming files with .m extensions. Like in Word file, we have doc extensions and so forth. In MATLAB, we had .m extensions. In this file, you write a series of commands. Let me again tell you that MATLAB is a sequential solver. Means it's try to solve the series of commands one after the other, which we want to execute together. Script, the basic problem with the script is that it does not accept any inputs and do not return any outputs. So if you wanted to add a plus b, then a plus b should be available either in a workspace or in the file itself. Correct. You cannot supply input to the script file. Input has to be generated at earlier. It's made readily available for the script file, and it does not give any specific output. Whatever may be the variable it creates while running the script file, it dumps all that variable in a workspace. All those variables are available in a workspace after the script file completed itself. And that is what is the script file. Then function files are also the program files with the .m extensions. So this is common with the script file and function file. The difference is that function can accept inputs and return outputs. Internal variables are local to the function. So in terms of script file, we cannot provide inputs while running it. Script file cannot give any output to us. And the data which is generated in the script file is available in a workspace. We can give some specific input to that function file. It takes that input and calculates whatever will be the body of the functions and gives you output which you want to have. The variables which is created while running the function file is a local. It means that it's only available to that function. It does not dump any of the variable which is created while running that file into the workspace. So that is the difference between the script file and function file. Both are of prime importance while writing the programs. I mean, those files have their own advantages and disadvantages. So we will see the details. How do we write the script file? How do we write the function file? When do you wanted to write the script file? When do you wanted to write the function? Okay. Uh, so the difference is, if you wanted to tabulate the difference, script file do not accept input arguments or return output arguments. Function files can accept the input arguments and return output arguments. Stores variables in a workspace that is shared with other script. Stores variable in a workspace internal to the functions. Are useful for automating a series of commands. So the if a series of commands you wrote on the command window, it will vanish. Whereas if you wanted to keep that for a long time or store somewhere, then you can go for the script files. Are useful for automating a series of commands. Are useful for extending the Matlab language for your applications, the functions. So now I'm going to show you how do we write the functions for just addition and multiplications, and how do we write the script. So now it is important. Earlier I told you that create folders in a directory. Now I'm guiding the MATLAB path to that folder. So I guided my MATLAB to that folder, and now I am going to write the now I am going to write the some function file, some script files for you. So to open the script file, you see that there is a new script or new button. So we click on the new script. So once we click on the new script, you will get you have one editor like this. In that editors, if you look at this untitled, this is a file untitled at this point of time. The thumb rule is that if you wanted to write any script file, the first line should be CLC, so that whatever may be written on the command prompt before running this file will automatically get cleared. So only the data which is you generated might be looking at the command prompt. And then I also wanted to write clear all, so that all the variables which were created into the workspace will also get clear all. And now I wanted to do a as 7, so I created a variable a is equal to 7, b is equal to 6. Right, look at this, these are line numbers also. So while debugging, or if some error is there, it gives you these lines and the columns. Here you will see line 5 column 1 is where my cursor is available. And now I wanted to create another variable c as a plus b. Okay, c as a plus b, and then d is equal to, I can write c plus sine of a. I'm just basically writing a series of commands. Okay, and then I can say E is equal to C minus D. So these are the commands I wrote, and once I finish my programming, I need to save. So click the button save, or you can do in Control S also. Then it automatically guides to that folder. Here then you say, I will say name, first example as the name. You can give any name, but good idea is to the name should be a descriptive nature, so that you can understand the program just by looking at the name of the file. Saved as type matlab.m is the extensions. I'm just saving it. Now I would like you to observe this. Earlier here it was untitled written, now it has a title, first examples. Okay, now what you do, here is the icon for run. You run it, you will see the answers available in your workspace. So A, B, C, D, E, all these variables which we created is available in workspace. Okay, so this is what is the script file. This is what is the script file. So here is the series of commands put in together and executed simultaneously. Though we have file, both are dot extensions. Now MATLAB should understand that this is a function file, this is a script file. So to make the difference between these two, there is a syntax for writing the functions file. There is a syntax for writing the function files, like function. This should be on the first line, the word function. Okay. Then you should say what is the output. So in this example, the output is C, D, E. Correct. If I want all these three, I can use C, comma D, comma E, square bracket, equal to. I need to give the file name. So I can say fun first example. So this is what is my file name, and then input. If you look at this the script which we wanted to write has two inputs. A is equal to 7 and B is equal to 6. So that is the input I had to give here, A comma B, close. A comma B, close. And now you can write the body of functions. So that is C is equal to A plus B. That is C is equal to A plus B. Okay. And then D is equal to C plus sine A. D is equal to C plus sine A. And E is equal to C minus D is equal to C minus D. So this is the body of the functions. I am saving it. Now two things happen at the saving. If you save these files, the name which you have given is taken by the MATLAB automatically, and the folders is there where you guided the MATLAB path. Okay, just click save. Now many people or many students faces problem in understanding the flow of information in the function files. Okay, so for that, let me explain you the flow of informations in the script file. So it on the first line it comes CLC, it clears, then the screens, wipe out all the screens. Second line it comes, it's clear the workspace. And third line it's A is equal to 7, it assigns. Fourth line B is equal to 6. Now you wanted to calculate C on the fifth line, but A plus B, plus is operator, A is a variable, B is a variable. It has the informations about A's and B's value, so it can able to calculate C. Now coming back to 6, it has C value, it has A value, and sign is the command. So it has everything on the right hand side, and A is equal to C minus D. So it's execute everything here. So in a similar way, how is the flow of information takes place in function? This is input argument. Whenever it's an input argument means we know the value of that variables. So we know the A and B. C is equal to A and B, again calculate C, D is equal to C plus sine A, let's calculate D, and then E, because A and B informations we will have. So as soon as MATLAB comes on the first lines, understand it has a functions. Now it is dealing with a function, not the script. Then in a square bracket you write output which you wanted to return. So while running the script file, the MATLAB will find out all the value of the C, D, E in the script, in the body of the functions. Then it goes to name function first exa. It search first function first exa into your local directory. When I say local directory means the folder which we generated and we guided the path. Correct. It goes and search there. So it gets that file is available there. Function first exit, try to opens, reads that file as a function file. Then you understand these are the outputs and these are the inputs. So he tried to find out the input values, and if he has the input values, try to execute the body of the functions. Now, in earlier case, in a script file, we just clicked a run icon and ran it. Now I will try the same thing, but it will not work. Yeah, it has given me the error. So error is not enough input arguments. because I have two input arguments, but I have not given the value of that because I just ran. Okay, so how to run a function file? There are two ways to run a function file. One from the command prompt. So in command prompt, I wrote. So better way, what I will do, I will copy this first lines from the function file like this, and then I am going to go into the command prompt, and then I change because see now this command prompt takes the values from the workspace. In workspace, A and B is available. It fills this A and B slots, finds fun first exa as a file in a local directory. Once it got it, it opens, it knows that there are the functions, it has the inputs, goes into the function body, calculates CDE, come back to the editors. We ask CDE, it provides CDE's values, and that is what we are going to see. CDE. Correct. So this is the way we can write a script file or a function file. That is we will see afterward. Now, can you people write the script file and function file for this? Add. For that, do you have any questions on script file or function files? Do you have any questions on the script file or a function file? If you have questions, please let me know.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, in the script file, can that be called on the command prompt window, or just it
Yes.
gives us the variable?
Yes, script file can be called from the command window, command prompt. Both the function files also can be called from the command window. Script file can also be called from the command prompt.
So how will we call script file, sir?
It's simple by putting the name of the script files. For example, this is what is my script file. Correct first example. So I will just go here in command prompt, write the first example. So like this, it ran. Correct, or I can. So first example is the name of the script file. I just typed it, first example name, and entered. You see there is a variable created. Here, just the name of the script file. Okay, any other questions? Okay, if not, what I want you people to write the functions script file for this and a function file for this. Okay, I would like to see the screen of each and everyone here because this is very important. So first you write first this example, try to solve it in script and function file. For this I can provide you at least 7 minutes. Okay, 7 minutes. Start writing Matlab. Anyone wanted to share his or screen if you completed? It's completed or not?
Hello.
Ah,
Sir, actually, I'm getting an error in function file that not enough input arguments.
yeah. So you are not given the input argument A and B. So for that purpose, you need to understand the flow of information, how the flow of information takes place. Can you share your screen?
Yes, sir. Just a second.
And basically, I would like to see the screens where there is a errors. Correct. Those who have did not got any errors, I hope that they understood.
Hello, sir.
Hmm. Is this
Sir, is it visible?
yeah? Is this function file?
Sir, this is script file and this is function file.
Okay. Okay, so now you are run the function files. How you are running? Okay, click. Okay. Now you tell me, go to the function file.
Sir,
Yeah.
this is
Now
not
you tell me. Yes. Now you tell me how do you calculate C? What the information you needed for C?
sir, I need A and B.
So from where you are getting A and B from line 2?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
From where you are getting A and B on line 2. So on line 2 you wanted to calculate C, correct?
Yes, सर बट वो वर्क स्पेस से नहीं ले, वर्क स्पेस से लेगा ना सर, ए और बी पहले से वर्क स्पेस में है तो
हाँ.
उससे नहीं लेगा.
So the peculiarity of function file, it does not take anything from the workspace. It only works on the input which is given there. Input argument कौन सा है? A and B, ठीक है?
यस सर.
तो मेरे को A and B उसको सप्लाई करना पड़ेगा. तो उसके लिए मुझे कैसे करना पड़ेगा? कॉपी द फर्स्ट लाइन आफ्टर फंक्शन. Copy and then paste here just on the command prompt. कंट्रोल Z दबाओ, कंट्रोल Z दबाओ, कंट्रोल Z.
यस सर.
कंट्रोल Z दबा तू बस.
सर जस्ट सर.
इक्वल टू फंक्शन फाइल का नाम लिख, क्या लिखा? धीरेन अंडरस्कोर एफ, फाइल क्या है? 1 जो भी है. हाँ, उतना कॉपी कर. कंट्रोल C करना.
सर किए.
ऊपर का चला गया तेरा. हाँ, और कॉपी माउस से मत कर भाई, कीबोर्ड से कर. शिफ्ट दबा के प्रेस कर. आप साइड. हाँ, कंट्रोल C. इधर आ जा कमांड विंडो में. हाँ, कंट्रोल V. अब इतना रुक. हाँ, अब देख. See, everybody, now he is running these functions from command window. On command window, how the flow of information takes place? It first takes A and B value, which is right now available in workspace. Because in command prompt, we know that all the variables which are available in workspace can be useful. So A and B value would be taken from workspace, and then it goes to search the file name. That's a dhiren underscore f underscore file 1. It goes into his folder. It goes into his folder and search that file. He will find out that file because he has created that file. Then as soon as cursor goes inside that, it knows that it's a function file. It has this input, this output. Okay. Once it recorded that information, goes to the second one by taking the value of A and B. Because A and B has been taken from the command prompt, goes on the first line where A and B is still available. Then goes on the second line where he knows that A and B on the right hand side, so left hand side variable can be calculated. So and so forth it does. Is this clear, Dhiren?
Yes, sir.
Now you enter. Enter. See, you got the values.
Yes, sir.
So how the flow of information is very, very important.
So, sir, if I want to run it in the function file, so I have to define the values of A and B firstly there before C.
So the point is then it's a there is no point because see, you are giving the inputs inside the function file. Okay. Then what is the difference between writing the function file and the script file?
Yeah,
Both will be the same.
I got it.
Now, where do the function file useful? For example, let's say you are calculating, let's say CP value. Okay, which is the function of temperature. Correct. So we have equations of A1 into T1 plus A2 into T1 square plus A3 into T1 cube plus A3 into T raised to power 4 if we have these equations. Correct. And we have a long rod. We have a long rod where we kept the thermocouples after every foot. Okay, after every foot, and we have 20 feet rod. So we have 20 thermocouples, and now we wanted to calculate the CP value at each location. Okay, so what will happen? Temperature will be changed. Temperature will be changed, but CP formula will remain same. So now, if I wrote a script file, I need to write a 20 functions, 20 script files, each for at each locations. Instead of that, what I will do, I will write a function file where the body of the function will consist of the script recipe value and temperatures I will supply as the input. So first location, first temperature will go, second location, second temperature will go inside the function file. Third, so function file will remain same. So the function file will remain same. Only the input will going to change, and I will get the output at CP at a particular locations. So whenever such a situations arises, you can use the function file. You understand logic? Is this clear, Dhiren?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See, I am telling this because as you mentioned that I can define A and B before C. Okay. So if you let's have the compare this with this temperature and calculation of CP. If you define temperatures inside a function file, that temperature will remain fixed.
Yes, sir.
The next instant temperature, next location temperature will not go inside the functions. Correct? Then the whole purpose of the function has been defeated. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is clear to the other guys? Is there anyone who did not agreed with this one or he not understood? Don't hide your doubts. I'm telling you right now. From here after this class or maybe one or two class after this, if you not cleared about what we learned earlier, it's very difficult to capture the next things. So is there any problem? Any questions? Okay, let's see the Sharmani Pendam screen. Sharmani,
Yes,
can you share?
sir, I have a doubt.
Now you are asking doubt. Why didn't you ask earlier? Tell me.
Sir, how do we enter values in the function then?
You show your screens.
Yes, sir. Sir, is it visible now?
Hmm. Tell me, what is the problem?
Sir, I had the same problem like the rain. So I got the error. Same error, not enough input arguments.
Yeah. But now, after I explained, you understood the flow of information.
Yes, sir, I
What
understood
about
that,
flow
but
of informations? Yeah, tell me.
sir, but then how to enter the values of a and b in the function?
We are not entering. It takes automatically the way we ran it. The way we ran it. Because see, now your A and okay, your A and B is available in workspace.
Yes, sir.
Now this workspace value will be taken what if we run something on the command prompt. Agree?
Yes, sir.
Or if we ran a script file, this workspace value will be useful. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So only in two cases, if we ran something on workspace on command prompt, we can use the values available in workspace or variables available in workspace. Agree? Or
Yes, sir.
or if we ran a script file, then we can use the variables available in workspace. Okay. Now what to do? We wanted to run these functions. So can we run it from command prompt? Okay. How do we run it from command prompt? We just copied the first lines and paste on the command prompt. Then A and B variables is required, which can be taken from the workspace.
Workspace.
Agree? And
Yes, sir.
then once we hit the button of enter, it goes and search that file with these variables available with them. Correct? It's find out that then he knows that it's a function files. Then he knows that these are the inputs because there is a slot for A and B. Then goes on to the second lines, chooses the A and B which he has, calculates C, go down on the third line, go down on fourth line. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So don't say yes just for my sake. If you absolutely cleared in your mind, then only say yes.
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Okay. Anything else? Bhanu Prakash. Can you share your screen, man? Bhanu Prakash.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any error?
No, sir.
Clear. Then you understood.
Yes, sir. Can I share,
Okay.
sir?
Sorry? No,
Can
no.
I
No.
share, sir?
If you understood, then it's fine. I don't want to.
Okay, sir.
Is there anyone who has some errors who did not understood the flow of informations? No. Everybody understood. Correct? Okay. One more thing I just wanted to tell you. One thing I explained you that the function file can be ran from command window, command prompt, correct? A function file can be ran from a script file. Okay. So now this is my script file. I hope my screen you are able to see my screen. So this is my script file, correct? Now let's have the function file. I'm just copying the way I copied it and ran it on the command prompt. I'm just copying here. Okay. So now look at the flow of informations. How the flow of informations will take place. On line 3, Matlab will get A. On line 4, Matlab will get B. On line C, it calculates A plus B. On line 6, it calculates D. On line 7, it calculates E. Correct? And then here, on line 8, it encountered with something this statement. So he knows A and B because A and B is available. This is script file. Internal variables are available with a script file on workspace. So A and B is available. It tries to find out this fun first exa. It gets that file fun first exa. A and B is inputs. Then goes to the second lines. A and B has to be used to calculate C, D, E. Okay, once it calculates, it's come back. And then he has C, D, E value goes here. And we can display that. Okay, so I can just to avoid the duplication, I can put it like this. C1 E1. Okay, now I will run this. See, I got C1, D1, E1. Okay. And here just for this I can just calculate E. I will just remove the semicolon after E. Now E from the script file has been calculated, and C1, D1, E1 has been calculated from the function files. Clear? A little bit confusing, but function file can be ran from the command prompt as well as script files, as well as function file from a function files. One thing very clear. Second thing, whatever may be the input arguments available or required by the function files should supply either from the workspace, or it should be available in the script file, or it should be available in the file from where we are running it. Okay, so right hand side is clear. Now left hand side. So whatever may be the output arguments we wanted to have from a function file should have been calculated in the body of function file. Should have been calculated in a body of function file. Then it will calculate, takes that value, and then splits that value wherever you are calling a function file. Is three things clear? Anyone has any doubts on this one? No. Then what I want in the next lecture, let's take a bar, the example which I explained you. Let's take a long bar of 20 meter. At each meters, we have one thermocouple, and we are measuring the temperature of thermocouple, measuring the temperature of rod using thermocouple, and taking that data and calculating the value of Cp. You can take any functions of Cp, any you can take a fictitious coefficients of the Cp, but it should a function of T raised to power 1, T raised to power 2, T raised to power 3, T raised to power 4. That's the functions, correct? And calculate the value of Cp at location 1, location 2, location 3, location 4, location 5, location 6. Use whatever we learn up till now. If someone knows more than this MATLAB, please do not use that portions. Just use whatever we have learned up till now. So we learn vectors, we learn matrices, we learn how to write a script file, we learn how to write a function file. So take as assignments. Tomorrow we can see that problem. Is this understood what we wanted to have tomorrow? We wanted to solve a function, we wanted to write a function file of the measuring the temperature and calculating the Cp of a rod which is 20 meter in long, and thermocouple is placed at every meter. So there might be 21 thermocouples. We'll have 21 temperature measurements. We will have 21 Cp value. See how you can write the programs for this ones. Okay. With this, I am going to stop. Tomorrow we will see. We meet at 2 o'clock. Is this correct?
Yes, sir.
Pratik?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, tomorrow 2 o'clock. Fine then. I am going to stop here.